Hey, what's up? What's going on out there? Now, I'm going to play a video of Dak Prescott explaining the whole spitting incident with Jalen Carter. Now, I saw it live and I thought it was weird that Carter would just spit on dude like that. I've never seen anything like that, especially before a game. I was like, maybe he said something to him that just made him lose it. That got under his skin or something like that. But when I first saw it, I was like, damn, this dude's really like stupid, honestly. But I'm gonna play the video and let's see what Dak is talking about.
Trolling, I guess you could say, trying to mess with Tyler Book. I was just looking at him. I was right here by the two linemen, and yes, I needed to spit, and I wasn't going to spit on my lineman. I just spit ahead, but I'd say he was back there where Jory was in that sense, and he asked, where he goes, "You trying to spit on me?"
See now, when he spit on Dak initially, they kept rewinding that part, but then like sometime later, I want to say like maybe it was like the game had just kind of started. Then they went and got more footage or whatever, and it showed what Dak is explaining. Like he bent, excuse me, not bent, but he leaned over his lineman and he spit in the direction of Jalen Carter. Now, for anybody that knows or takes spitting any type of way, to me personally, that's one of the most disgusting things you can do to somebody. And what Dak did was gross too. Like spitting on somebody or in the same direction of them as them is really that's a you crossing the line right there. That's an instant ass whooping, honestly. And I think Dak knew what he was doing, but I didn't think he knew that Jalen Carter was going to come back and actually spit on him. That's why with Dak's initial reaction, I was like, Dak is like he's just standing there. He's not really doing anything. Because your first instinct will, for me, my first instinct will be to whip his ass or swing on him. Because spitting is just disgusting. Like you just got to be a piece of you know what just to spit on somebody. But Dak, when they showed him spitting first, it makes more sense why Jalen Carter did with what he did. And somebody spitting, like I said, spitting on somebody or spitting in the direction of somebody is disrespectful.
I mean, I felt like he was insulting me. Like I wouldn't spit on somebody. I'm damn sure not trying to spit on you. Like we're about to play a game. I'm wondering why you're trying to mess with the rookies. When I stepped through, I actually said the words like, "What the hell would I?" Excuse me, but I'm probably even more colorful. What would I need to spit on you for? And he just spit on me in that moment. And it was more of a surprise than anything. Refs obviously saw it through the flag. I was like, hell yeah, we get 15 yards to start the game off. Didn't realize he was getting ejected.
See the white boy laughing. But Dak knew what the hell he was doing. He knew he can get that dude worked up because Jalen Carter kind of play on the edge a little bit too. But Dak knew what he was doing. Like when they played the whole picture, all the video when the, what he said came out or quote unquote what he said came out, it made more sense because initially, like I said, it didn't make any sense at all. But Dak knew what the hell he was doing.
Um, Unfortunate that he did. Hell of a player. Changed our plan and our blocking scheme. As I told you all right before the week that we're going to protect against him. So helped in that manner. But I don't wish for anybody to get out of the game. I'm sure he probably regrets that to some extent. I'm pretty sure he knows I didn't try to spit on him or wasn't even aiming to spit on him. So something that's probably need a lot of coverage and a lot of attention that
Well, let me ask Dak this: if he was out and say he had a friend that was getting into it with somebody else, not even like heavy, maybe they had a little disagreement about something, and that came near the friend and the other person, but say the other person was like at the same distance as Jalen Carter, and that maybe said a word or two to him, then he just spit in his direction. How would that person that he spit on in his direction on the street take it? 9 times out of 10, people are not going to take that like sitting down. They're going to say something or do something. Because, like I said, spitting is the most disgusting thing you can do to somebody. And these guys just tee heeing it up in a and the press just tee hee heeing it up like it's funny. I think it's just disgusting, and I'm surprised nothing like an altercation didn't happen, you know. But this cleared up a lot of stuff for me. Dak's quote unquote explanation cleared it up a little bit for me. And when they played the whole video, what happened, what I took from it was Jalen Carter was just talking trash. Like, if anybody is watching sports, know that happens all the time. Trash talking is nothing new. Before the game, he probably talking about I'm about to, crush y'all or whatever the case may be. Dak said he heard it. He went over there and he spit in his direction. Now they didn't show in this clip him like grinning when he did it, and when he was talking after he spit. So clearly to me, Dak knew what he was doing and knew he can get dude worked up. Because right after that, dude came over there and got in his face, and then they exchanged some words, and Dak would probably say, "Why the f would I spit on you?" And dude just spit on him back. But yeah, that's my whole take on the situation. I thought it was just a weird situation, and in general, like just spitting in general, like like Dak should ask himself, why would I want to even spit or look like I'm spitting in somebody's direction? Like if that was the case, if you needed to spit, if you could have walked behind the huddle and spit away from people. Like anytime you spit into somebody's direction and you're having a conversation with them, and it's like you all might be getting into it a little bit or exchanging some words, that's disrespect off the bat. But Jalen Carter should have showed more restraint in that situation. He should have just been like, you know what, I'm just gonna wait after the game and wait for him by the bus or something and try to whoop his ass or beat him or something. But yeah, anyway, that's my 1-2 on it. Leave your commentary. Let me know what you think.